as far as having a home lake advantage, we fished Chickamauga more than we fished any other lakes this year, and the kids know this lake probably better than they do any of the other lakes around here. But you know, fishing is a very unpredictable sport. You know, a lot of it depends on the fish. But you know, you never know how this thing's going to turn out. Rhea County will do well. I just don't know how well. JW and Wade won their last event at Guntersville last weekend. Jesse and his partner Nathan led the point series for a couple of events in the BASS High School. AJ had a good showing in the Battle of Chickamauga. You know, these guys right here know how to fish. Sophomore, upcoming junior, upcoming senior, upcoming junior, upcoming junior. So these guys will be with me again for one more season, thank goodness.
Yeah, I mean, just because it's not like a ball and stick sport doesn't mean it doesn't require time. You know, because a lot of people have a misconception about fishing and just going out there and throwing out and just waiting for the fish to come. This is actually like a chasing sport. We follow the fish, you know. We constantly have to know where they're at if you want to stay competitive. I mean, a lot of it is about knowing what they do and what they like, but if you're out there and you're not confident in what you're throwing or where you're at, then you're not going to catch anything. So you definitely need to be confident.
A couple new guys just showed up. That's Tyler Conley. He's an upcoming junior. And this is my only senior that's leaving today. This is Justin Wright. Any words of wisdom on your last state tournament, big guy? Justin's been a pleasure the last 4 years to work with. He's demonstrated what a good student does in the classroom. He's never been a problem, not one time, and I greatly appreciate that. He would be any coach's dream to have on their team, as all these guys in this group are today. Of course, the thing that makes this tournament work is having the boat captain or the adult in the boat that keeps everything extremely safe. I greatly value our boat captains. You know, we couldn't do it without the boat captains. Let's put it that way. Without the adult in the boat, you know, I would trust all these kids out on the water by themselves. But what if something happens? It's always good to have an older, wiser person to help them get through some things. Now, of course, they're not allowed to fish, right, but they are allowed to give information. They don't have to tie your knots anymore, thank goodness. It's, you know, it costs a lot to fish. I mean, this is not your Zebco type fishing. I mean, to pick up a good fishing reel and a rod, you're looking at $250 per combo. And of course, all the tackle that goes along with it. Not to mention gas, traveling, oil and gas you put in your boat. It just, unfortunately, it is a sport that takes a tremendous amount of dedication if you want to fish.
I don't know. It's the latest number, still around 46 members.
We're down a little bit now. We're in the lower 40s now, but we still have a good sized fishing team. There's always about 24 to 28 kids you could always count on to be there every time.
Yeah.
And that's a very manageable number. I don't know who's going to win the state tournament. Looking behind me right here, any of these young men right here have the ability to win it. It's just, you know, being at the right place at the right time. A good story from last weekend, JW and Wade were fishing down on Guntersville. Didn't have a fish at 1:30. Now, I want y'all to tell the story because I want it to be told right. Go ahead, big guy.
When we started off, it was 1 o'clock, we were sitting at the ramp, and we were about to leave. And then I said, let's go to one more spot. And we went to that one spot, and the first catch we got a 3-pound smallmouth. And then we started catching them after it. And we had our 5 that we weighed in like 25 minutes.
Yeah, those are great stories. What's your favorite fish to catch?
Largemouth.
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 Yeah.
Smallmouth.
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 Smallmouth or largemouth?
Yeah.
Obviously, fishing's changed. I'll direct this to our older. So fishing's changed a lot. What's the biggest change in fishing over the last 30 years, 20
The
years?
biggest change I've seen is electronics, without a doubt. There are places in the river that you would never know that exist without these high quality graphs that Lowrance and Humminbird and Garmin all make, and I'm sure there's other depth finders that produce a great product. But when you can look at the bottom of the lake in a 3D image now, or you could side scan 50 yards from your boat in either direction and see what's down there, that's pretty amazing. There's been stories of rods that have been lost in the lake, and you could fine tune your electronics, and rods have been found like that. I do know that for a fact.
When did you start fishing? And who started you?
Probably, I'm guessing 3 years ago. I really got into it. My dad. My dad got me into it when I was about 4 or 5, I guess.
My dad got me into it when I was like 6.
My dad got me into it when I was about 4. My dad about 7. So about 8 or 10.
My dad when I was about 4.
Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, I kind of missed you on.
I was like, my dad, he used to take me on crappie fishing and stuff.
Oh,
He got me into it.
And I'd like to thank my dad. He took me fishing when I was about 7 years old, right after we moved to Tennessee, and I still remember fishing with that old black plastic worm. That's what I learned to fish with. You know, having my granddad's tackle box, and of course my dad's tackle box has been passed on to me. Fishing has changed a lot. However, you know, you're still looking at a minnow imitation or a crawfish imitation. That's still
fish don't know any different.
They don't know any different.
Just look. Why has this area become the capital for fishing in the
Without
area?
a doubt, TWRA stocked the Florida bass in here, and they have created a super bass, which grows to incredible sizes. Of course, Coach Gabe Keene up in Campbell County catches a 15-pounder this year, and just, you know, 10-pounders are very common anymore, which I've never even caught one myself on this lake, but, you know, there's several kids on the team that have caught fish way bigger than 10 pounds.
Make sure.
Okay.
Wade Sneed.
J.W. Gailey.
AJ Hooker.
Jesse Hooker.
Nathan Shaver.
Brian Durlake.
I think.
Tyler Conley.
Jody Gunner. Garrett Hall.
Justin Wright.
Okay.